What's up, YouTube? Team Movies here. Now, since I've been doing my reviews for the Harry Potter in honor of Fantastic Beasts, Secrets of Dumbledore, I'm doing my reviews for the last two Harry Potter films. Instead of like doing them separate, I'm just gonna do them both at once. There's like pretty much there's no eighth book. There was actually seven books, but they come into two parts, which I know was a really cool way. Of course, they did that with other films such as the likes of Hunger Games, Twilight, and Aura. So it pretty much came into fruition when they decided to like split the last parts into two films, which I thought was really a cool way to go here. Anyway, and so of course, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part One premiered all the way back on November 10th, 2010. I thought Part One was really intriguing. Here, of course, you have their Harry, Ron, and Hermione's mission. Pretty much begins with a mission to destroy the Herocruxus, the sources of Voldemort's immorality, and of course, you know they. And so, of course, they must also rely on one another more than ever, and dark forces also threaten to tear them apart. And Voldemort's death fears have like seized control of the mystery of magic at Hogwarts, and so they are also searching for here too. They do prepare for the ultimate showdown between Harry and Voldemort, which this is this is pretty much about when this. You guys have no idea how anticipated this thing was. Uh, I mean, I remember, watching Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows 1 and even 2. The theaters was so packed. I'm like, man, that was the most packed theaters I've ever been to. And I mean, these some movies we were waiting for a conclusion, and seeing Harry and Voldemort just finally go at it was a train. Then of course we get to part two, which both of course was directed by David Yates, who recently gave us the Fantastic Beasts movies. And so, of course, Deathly Hallows Part 2 actually got released about, yeah, I believe about 7 months after the first film. It got released on July 15th, 2020, 2011. And really interested that they finished it off in 2011 because that would have been the 10th anniversary of Sorcerer's Stone. So I thought that was really interesting. So, and I mean, of course, the conclusion with Death Hollows Part Two at the end, seeing them go their separate ways. I mean, what will leave tears to your eyes because you've seen these. I mean, obviously, we've all seen pretty much fall for one another. I was still always surprised how Hermione and Ron was the one that ended up together. I was always surprised by that one, but hey, I thought it was cool there. So yeah, seeing these characters all grown up at the end of it was a treat. You're also gonna need some tissues while you watch it because there are some different moments in Deathly Hallows Part One and Two. I mean, both movies were intriguing, were so fun. Great conclusion to the Harry Potter franchise. I know there is like Chris Columbus, who directed the first two, has been talking about he wants to do like pretty much do Cursed Child and bring the original Harry Potter game back. Which I tell you right now, if they go ahead and bring back and do Cursed Child and bring back Dan Radcliffe, Rupert Grant, and Emma Watson, that thing will make a billion. I tell you right now. But of course, Dan Radcliffe recently pretty much came forward to say that he's not really interested in, which I can see why. I mean, the guy pretty much ever since Harry Potter ended, he's been doing some really cool roles over the years. Whether it's Swiss Army Man, most recent The Lost City, he was great in. Of course, he's going to be playing Weird Al in a film. So, and not only just that Radcliffe, like Rupert Grant has been show. He hasn't really been doing much as his co-stars, but he's showcased. He's going to be in a new M Night Shyamalan film, which I'm excited for. As for Emma Watson, she was in Beauty and the Beast. I remember seeing her in the Bling Ring. I'm like, okay, this Emma Watson's definitely not the Hermione we knew and love. She definitely was grown up there. Uh, but that aside, I mean, it was so cool to see how to see this whole film wrap up, and definitely gonna need some tissues if you guys watched mainly the last one. But it's such a great one, really enjoyable. the clash between Harry and Voldemort. Ralph Fiennes, by the way, him portraying Voldemort is terrific. I mean, one of the greatest villains to be ever put on screen. I mean, he's pretty much the Darth Vader of the Harry Potter franchise. I'll put it that way. But that aside, such a great franchise, and of course, we will not get another Harry Potter thing until like 20. What was it? 2017, I believe, or 16. Yeah, 16. So yeah. Anyway, let me leave you guys. What are your thoughts on Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1 and 2? Which one did you prefer? Were you ever a fan? Like, have you ever been a fan of the Harry Potter movie franchise in general? Would you love to see another installment down the line with the original trio? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for one notification. This is Simi Sayo.